quiet now. I should have wore a crown.
Yes, you should have.
You should have wore a crown so I could be the queen of reunion. Since, you know, us Jays be holding it down.
Whoa.
Us Jays have to hold the reunion down. We know we had to keep the conversations going, regardless if we in the middle of them or not. Well, sometimes
We
it'd be
was
like,
definitely not in the middle of most of them, but we showed up anyway with our commentary.
that's what she should be. She should go in sports commentary. Cause baby, she
got something to say.
Got something to say, baby. Anyway, hey y'all. Sorry for my smacking because I'm trying to multitask. Okay, I'm a woman. That's what we do. Welcome to another round. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my cousins, Just Rhonda and El Cid. We are in the building today. We are ready to discuss the final episode of this season, this Rush Dash reunion that they gave us. Because, I mean, baby, they was like, let's get through it real quick. All right? Wrap this up. We tired. We rest to go home. We ain't got to talk to y'all no more. We good. We made it. It's one part reunion.
We made it.
We did it. Everybody look nice. Whew. How y'all ladies doing tonight?
Peachy. Even though I'm not in Georgia, I'm feeling quite peachy.
I'm feeling lackluster. The reunion wasn't giving me what I needed. There's still unanswered questions.
Yeah.
Isn't there always unanswered questions?
I have a few unanswered questions. Taronda got that thigh out again. Why? It was nice in the dress. Like, it was nice.
A good day for her. I'm not even gonna go in because there's so much. It's all been so bad. I had to give her okay.
Yeah,
thigh out and the knee high.
Yeah, I took away the okay because she kept interrupting when other people should be answering. She was answering for other people. I was like, okay, I don't know if editing clipped her to be answering because nobody was giving anything, or she was just interrupting. But I was like, okay, girl, I see you. All right. I see you, girl. Any standout parts of the reunion before we get into it?
Well, I knew Alicia was coming with the smoke. I knew she was going to be ready. That wig said it all. She came church fan ready.
Church organist ready. Mm-hmm. Where's the peace that she's searching for? She ain't with Irvin and she still ain't got peace.
She's still mad at him.
Mind your business.
Well, speaking of which, it kind of like started with them anyway. And they should have. They should have minded their business because what they was interrupting and all wrong too. When they interrupted, I felt they was wrong. I don't know how y'all felt, but I was like, y'all Rose is a little bit wrong on this one. Now, was she in the right? No, but overall, no. But on that part right there, like y'all interrupting for what reason?
They didn't have one.
Y'all want to do bro code?
Hey, they probably figured she was beating him up all season at the house.
Yeah, it was.
Toxic.
For that short period of time. I don't know. She stresses me out. I don't know what it is about that lady. I feel like if I had to be in the same room with her, I would probably leave. I don't know her. Maybe she's very nice, but from over there where she's at and, channel own, I'll be stressed out with Alicia.
Yeah, she'd be stressing me out too because it's like, you never know when she's going to like lash out or if she's going to lash out. It is not the peace from within. I'm sorry.
She better than this, okay? Okay, she is better than this.
Okay.
Don't do it.
And so you ended up over here how?
And baby, still not dating.
She said she would not have a man to her any type of way, okay? He was showing aggression, and she would not have it. So she told him, you should dismiss yourself. No, she didn't tell him. He dismissed himself, and she told him to come back. She took accountability, though.
She had to. She didn't want to. She hated every second of it.
Maybe I was wrong. That jagged little pill called wrong. Ooh.
She was like, I'm sorry that you're a sensitive little baby.
Maybe I made a mistake in using that word.
She told that man, yeah, you should be blessed that I'm here.
Why?
Because I'm me.
Why should any of us be blessed that you are here, ma'am?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Hello.
I mean, I feel like she wanted to be there just so she could tell those peons that she's better than all of them.
Amen to that, sis. One last petty time. Like, and then, he's still in a relationship and he's happy, but it didn't sound happy to me.
Was it that slight hesitation that he couldn't, decide whether he wanted to tell that lie or not?
It was just the sound itself. We're happy.
We're happy. Yeah, that's the word, right? That's the word I'm supposed to use.
Happy. See my face? It's happy. Why would y'all think I'm not happy? I didn't see him crack a smile or nothing. Because, usually when you in love, you know things is going good. Or you in a relationship at all, and you just want to get back at the other person. You would usually smile at that point. You usually be like, you know what? I'm in a relationship. Things is, it's going. You know what I'm saying? We good. We're
heading in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's giving George Glass. Yes, that's the name of my girlfriend. And if you know, you know.
It's also giving a little Kaja Soze. We just need some for the room so as we see it. Oh, damn internet. All right, I'm back. Internet hates me sometimes, but I still love you. I still love you. Anywho, I guess we could rush through them like they rushed through them on it. Because was there anything else that y'all got?
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I didn't see.
It just seemed like a whole lot of animosity between two people that were only in each other's company for a week because they went home very quickly. So why are y'all still mad? Both of them were giving off anger, like seething across the room.
I'm glad Tati corrected one spot. Though for Erwin. What did you mean you expected her to make you happy? Bro, you're a grown man. I'm gonna need you to make yourself happy. Like, say what now? You expected her to make you happy. Why do you have such an expectation on somebody? You a fool for that. So you disappointed your own self. Don't be mad at her at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I expect her to be who she was gonna be when she met me. That's all I expect. And you expect somebody to make you happy?
I saw that differently. I did see how Tati meant it, but I saw it differently. I saw it as, she was to bring joy to his life, not this suffering. Or they were to bring joy to each other, not this suffering.
Bring joy to yourself.
Right. He could have joy, but again, we don't expect a significant other to bring, this toxic to us.
Yet you expect them to bring joy.
Yes, or some level of peace.
Well, there goes your expectation. That's why they get disappointed. You shouldn't have an expectation either way. You should have joy in your own life. And once you feel them taken away from it, it's like, okay, I can make this decision a lot sooner instead of keep trying to drag it out, trying to figure out if you're going to like me or not at some point.
That lady is neither joyful or peaceful, and I can feel it through my television screen. So I don't know why he couldn't feel it through his computer screen, and I don't know why he thought she was going to be all joyous when he met her in person. She's crunchy and stiff. It's a little bit scary.
It's the crunchy and stiff for me. Like that hair.
Like that hair.
The hair, okay, I'm not going to go there because it was. I will rock it. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I will rock the hair. I know it's not for everybody, but I can pull it off. So there's that. However,
I would be honest with you, cousin, and I'll be like, I'm feeling like you're a little crunchy.
That's unfortunate.
I'm being a little Mary J. Blige. Being my little Mary J. Blige self. I would bless y'all. See what I'm saying? Me and Lip Galore. We be out there. I would bless y'all with my presence in the hair.
Don't forget the finger. Mind your business.
You gotta have that church finger already ready. You know what I'm saying? They needed to mind their business though. They needed to mind their business. That was between her and that man. That man needed to defend himself, okay? While he over there lying about that relationship he not in.
And don't forget the rocking and that's unfortunate.
I need proof. Oh yeah, she started getting like somebody else.
That lady's gonna be like, I like the picture.
Oh my God, the cats. She can't even be a cat lady because the cats ain't gonna even be with her. Like, I can't do it. Cat's gonna be like, I'd rather be outside.
That's crazy. I mean, think about that. What you just said. That's horrible. They're like, no, just put the cat food at the door.
I'm gonna say this because y'all hating on this wig and it's still bothering me. But the wig was a lot better than the one through the season to me. So therefore, thus and thus, I liked it. That hair she had on.
It was better than what she had on during the season. That's what you said.
Yes. Yeah.
The season wasn't crunchy.
The season wasn't sitting right either.
It wasn't sitting right, but it wasn't crunchy.
I'd rather have it sitting right and crunchy than not sitting right and doing what it was, shifted. Yeah, no, cats like good energy.
So we just don't like her wigs.
I'm gonna tell you now, my babies do not be trusting anybody with that.
Well, she's all about energy.
Dictate her personalities. So and the wigs dictate her energy. So
oh, that's frightening.
Tonight's was a little bit more better energy. Tonight's was a little bit better energy. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all.
I must have been on the wrong side of the couch. I wasn't getting the same angle you were getting.
Yes, Quay, that's one of the things I wish they would have brought up at the reunion. Him crying and Jared laughing, walking down the hall.
Not just Jared, it was Cinco too.
Everybody.
Right. I couldn't remember who he was leaning on while walking and laughing.
It was a few laughs. He was laughing, boy. It was a few little giggles, child. He was salty. I guess the man was trying to make up for the laughter that they was doing by, supporting him tonight. Oh, don't worry about that, bro. That was nothing. We always laughing about some stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't take nothing serious, bro. We take it hard.
Well, they don't.
But we don't know each other.
Accurate.
I don't know you. So
it was I think I love my girlfriend's story. I think he probably wouldn't get laughed at if he would have just left that off and just said, we ain't clicking and I'm out. But he was like, I remember how I loved my ex-girlfriend who liked a picture of my sister's wedding.
And who has a cat that likes my energy.
Well, congratulations on his life.
Because for me, a dude who has a girlfriend and is happy wouldn't be so, pardon my pardon my language, she wouldn't be so thirsty to be, well, hi, Alicia. Hi. Doing too
I
much.
thought you were going to drop some F-bombs. You were like, pardon my language.
I wouldn't be so pressed to say hi, Alicia, if I didn't have a girl and her energy was so like it was. I'd be like, hey, you look the same. Mad and miserable.
Miserable.
Yeah, you look the same, sis. But she had them tatas on display, so he was like, hey, Alicia.
Hey, Alicia's.
She had the girls up in the air, so he was like, hey, mama.
You're never going to see them or be near them. So.
Not you. No, she made sure he seen them. Near them is a whole different thing. But he seen them. Hell.
That's why the short wig.
Across the room.
That's why the short wig. I can't have the long wig blocking them.
So she can expose the cleavage.
Hello. Now y'all see. Now y'all following. Y'all following the energy. The energy is to give him one last reminder. Well, you know, sometimes we don't have hair for that. So you got to work with what you got to work with. Okay. We don't know what was under the last one. See, I'll be asking for a lot. Everybody don't have a head for a ponytail either. Let's just keep that real.
I'm just not going there with that wig. Like, I wish it was better. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind the short, but it was just bad.
What was bad about it? I like it.
You're allowed to like it. I don't like it. It was a little stiff. I'm not sure what that little blonde chunk was doing in the front. I just feel like it could have been better. It wasn't giving.
Not the blonde chunk.
It was a chunk.
Y'all ain't saying nothing when what's that girl that be running around singing? We run around with all that. Damn, what's her name? Because now I got a few of them. Carrie Hilson. Y'all don't say nothing when Carrie Hilson wear that same wig. She wear that same. Thank you. She wear that same 27 piece.
That's the problem. That's too many pieces for that little bitty wig.
You know
Maybe they should just break it down. Oh, baby, you got to put the short hair wigs in. You'll find out you need all 27 and probably a couple of more to fill in. No, you cannot break that down. Okay, you cannot break it down for a person who has wore one before. You cannot break it down. That one layer be gone and there's a whole patch just open and exposed. That's got to be strategically placed. Okay, so it just didn't fit her, but the wig wasn't bad. So that's why I'll take that. It didn't fit her. But to be honest, like, I like it, yeah. But I like red. I got a pink one, so you know, that's how different I am. I got one that's pink, you know. Mine's got a little flip in the front. I feel like you would live in it, though. I think when you do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you rock it. It's not uncomfortable. I don't know what she was feeling. She was making me feel church lady. And so, you know, it is what it is. Maybe it's all tied into her whole energy.
She is peace and love and beloved. Be blessed, beloved. She is holier than thou for sure.
She definitely
that's what she basically told the whole stage that y'all are beneath her and y'all should be glad that she even blessed y'all with her presence to show up and had this final conversation with y'all. Okay. Because this is beneath her time. This is, you know, this is not something she does.
Well,
and she's not dating anyone either. She wants the best. So she's not dating anyone because she's sitting on the best.
Exactly.
Y'all gonna mess around and see her on TV with a multimillionaire, high profile individual. She's gonna be doing her thing. She waited on her best.
Her high value man.
Exactly. You know? And he gonna let her be crazy in peace. Because he gonna wanna, you know, do his thing in peace.
Crazy in peace.
He would have to be crazy. Do y'all watch Dexter?
That kind of peace.
That kind of crazy?
That kind of peace. Those pieces.
She might make a Dexter. I don't know if she is a Dexter, but she might make a Dexter. She might make a person a Dexter. But be crazy in peace or in pieces, whatever the choice may be.
And that, Trey Mack, is why some man will fall into the tangle of her web, because she's a very attractive woman.
Mm-hmm.
That will excuse
somebody
a
gonna put
lot.
Up just long enough.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gonna put up with it just long enough to get what they got. And that's probably how we ended up here talking to this man online, and now we don't want to talk to online people, and we just don't wait till we talk to somebody in person, like she said, and we ain't doing that. Sometimes it's for the best. All right, internet, stop being crazy. Anywho, I don't know. Do y'all need the pictures of these people? Do y'all remember who these people are?
It's the last hurrah.
Anywho, moving on to another couple that left early. That was talking about gaslighting and not gaslighting and what's gaslighting. That's why I was like, they need to shut up, because they was lying on what was gaslighting up in this thing, because what Alicia was saying was not gaslighting. However, when we got over to with Tati, I mean not Tati, but Ty and Brit, there's a little bit of gaslighting going on there. I felt like it was some gaslighting and stuff. Okay, and especially coming from Taronda. I was like, really ma'am, how many games did y'all play with boundaries?
Right. We came over here and got the paint down, rub down, Kama Sutra style and all of that. Now you want to be like, be careful. Don't hug the lady if she doesn't want you to.
And they want the Kama Sutra game.
I get that he's supposed to respect her boundaries. However, I also think that if we come all the way over here and we do not want to be physically in each other's space, then it's time to go home. Like, what did I come here for?
I'm confused on the kiss that she said, the first kiss that they shared. But I also seen a kiss that they were in the Kama Sutra thing, and he said, "Can I get a kiss?" And she gave him one. I don't know if that was the first one or not the first one or whatever, but if you didn't want to keep kissing that man, why did you give him one when he asked for it?
Did she kiss him when they went the first date? When they were like in that what do you call it?
Parasailing
thing.
Yeah.
Or is that where she's saying that he went in? I'm not gonna say excuse me. He went in on her first. Because she's saying the first day
it looked like a kiss. When you kiss and it's like that, it didn't look like that. It looked like they kissed. Now, who went first and all of that, She may have been
it may have been surprising, but it did look reciprocated. But again, it could be the camera angle. I don't know. Brittany's saying she was shocked and she just let it happen.
Well, she should have given him a hand.
You were shocked and you let it happen. Right. You was shocked and let it happen, but then when he asked for a kiss, you give him a kiss. Then when he make you some crab legs, granted you gave him a peck, then he did have to beg for some tongue and stuff like that. But it's like, if you don't like kissing, why do you keep doing it? All I gotta do is tell you that's not my thing. After that, don't keep trying me. I'm glad she finally admitted that, she got an issue with speaking up or whatnot. But ma'am.
Really? Do we? Do we have an issue speaking up in uncomfortable situations?
Because what?
That's the excuse she used for why she was playing with that man. Because if you don't, you can't say, I was trying to appease him. Like, if you don't want to kiss him, then don't. Otherwise, he's going to think you want to kiss, and then he's going to try it again, since we're over here in this house trying to get to know each other better.
I'm also confused because you don't have no problem telling everybody else. Or even lying to anybody else about anything, because you was sure enough trying to convince Jared that y'all was good and you've been doing a whole bunch of things for that man that we never saw.
Now, What did Ty have to iron? Because he was wearing a whole lot of linen.
No, he was wearing linen.
But anyway, but she, she ironed, she rubbed his shoulder, and he said, "Hey, he said, I was backing away. I backed away."
He backed off or whatever and stuff like that. And then you got Taronda jumping in again. And I was just like, could y'all let them hash it out, please? Let them hash it out. Because there's something there that we need to.
I'm not gonna be asking you to rub my feet and all of that stuff if I'm not trying to, like, where is you leading things to? You want to make me breakfast and later on you can rub my feet. Bring me this, do this for me. If that's how you feel, then why are you asking anything of this man that you're not feeling?
As he said, it's reciprocation. How are you reciprocating? You can't, ironing one time. Are you cooking him lunch? Say, hey, he has breakfast, I have lunch. Something.
You ironed his clothes because you were already ironing?
But you don't like touching. You don't like touching. But you like to touch on folk.
He was not talking about ironing clothes. He was talking about getting close to you.
He was singing Lionel Richie just to be close to you, girl. He was just trying to get close. But you want to be touching on Cinco. You want to be touching on the other men's in the house. But you have a problem with touch.
Only when it's Ty.
She's another one like Alicia. I feel like she thinks she's above. I'm above this. You and Alicia are above the thing that you're over here doing.
They're above accountability.
Is this how it's confusing in the dating world for some men who encounter someone like Britney?
That's a dangerous game playing with people like that. She's gonna run up on the wrong one.
I pray she don't. Because the wrong one is really wrong in my head. So I'm not going in order. In case you needed to know. Because I feel like Clay and Tati is a little bit more juicy than these two. But I'm glad that somebody has stepped up and made their decision to go their separate ways. We also had the issue between Britney and Jay. Now, I don't know how I totally feel about this, you know what I'm saying? Because the only one person that actually stepped up and said Jay had walked in that house, which I don't deny. I don't think that didn't happen, and didn't speak to nobody. But the only one that stepped up and said anything, any other remark about it was Charlie. And we know Charlie and Britney is besties. So, of course, they're going to take each other back. So I don't know how much I'm supposed to believe on that one. However, I do get the feeling that Jay did walk in that house and was like, F you hoes, I'm not here for y'all.
Where the towels at? We need to go take a shower. I don't need to talk to nobody else in this house.
I go back and forth with that because sometimes, people, you do come in the room and you say, hey, and then, if you don't specifically say hello to every person, they be feeling some type of way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Remember when Britt from Basketball Wives was mad about the dry high? That's not like that. Or this Brit from this season of Atlanta Housewives. These Brits be tripping off the highs, baby. The Brits be tripping off the highs. Brit was mad. Edie was mad, baby, at Kenya.
Yeah, at Kenya.
She said hi to her, but she didn't get the hi that she wanted, baby. So y'all got to be careful when y'all don't come in these rooms and say hi. People be getting offended, child. Y'all supposed to. I don't know how everybody's raised a bit differently, but how I was raised, when you walk into a room and there's people already there, generally you should be the one saying hi. But sometimes you do walk into the room And it's just like, I'm trying to see who I came here for. And when I see them, I might introduce myself to the rest of y'all.
And it could be a hey everyone situation because everybody talking, everybody getting to know their person or whatever. Hey everybody, and it's simple. Don't interrupt the whole room. But I guess Britney
now
needed
on the
it.
other side too. Yeah, on the other side, on Britney's case, where she was like, when I came in, you went straight to Cinco. Well, she met Cinco first. Cinco was the only man in the house with all the women first. So there's a little bit more comfort there. Like, I don't know who she is and stuff like that. So it's like, let me go to him because I met him and he can introduce me to his girl. I don't know. I mean, after a while, when she get to touching, that's a whole different story. But the initial, I wouldn't have thought too much of it because she was in the house with him already. So they kind of like had they talked or whatever.
They met already. I think they just didn't like each other because
but after
I
a while,
felt like Britney came in with some kind of dry energy too. When she first came in the house, she was a little dry.
Because she wasn't feeling Ty.
No, I mean when she met the girls and they all came in, it was awkward. I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, Kiki was the only one that came in there. Was like, hey, can we get these drinks on now?
Kiki was trying to get that drinks on. Charlie was too. Charlie was definitely with the drinks because as soon as Kiki said, can we get these drinks on? Charlie said, yes.
Yes, let's do this.
Finally a fun girl.
Right.
I'm on a schedule.
Let's go. Dump it. Let's go. All right. I gotta hurry up. My chest is swelling up. It's starting to hurt. So I gotta hurry up and take this drink real quick so I can get in there.
So I can get it in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish we had brought that up, Tyronda. I wish we would have talked about like this girl leaving her kid at 1 month old in the house.
Another question.
That's the question we all wanted to know.
And what was happening to the milk she was pumping? Was she storing or dumping?
Wow. Because we got proof that she was drinking more than Kiki. According to the people in the house.
Except when she was making waffles in the morning. Except when it was waffle making time.
Your waffle buddy was drinking more. I don't know. She mimosas in the morning.
What is happening? When was they making waffles?
Oh, you missed that part?
No, I'm just saying. We all missed it. They've been keeping the good shit.
Oh, yeah. Waffles must have been the shit besides a sandwich in that house. God. It was sandwiches and waffles, baby. They got to open
Where was Jared? Sleep?
Yes, in their defense, she's probably used to waking up early for a baby. And, and Brandon is, on his, still on his, like, physical fitness time.
Yeah, she had a pump and stuff like that. She got to wake up early and pump, get a little food up in her and stuff. And Brandon was making them good old waffles, while stretching everybody in the house.
Kiki was asleep. So who else was he going to talk to? Did Brandon say he wasn't together?
They decided to play some games.
When that was happening? They said something about Alicia drinking, and he was like, well, we weren't together then.
Was that about Alicia or was that about Charlie?
It was about Charlie. That was about Charlie.
Well, is Charlie together with him?
Is he going to move to Texas? Because she ain't moving out of Texas.
I don't know. But in the game, names was mentioned. And each of their names was on each other's paddle.
They're good for a game now, aren't they?
On who they will leave with.
I ain't playing that game. Yeah. You got me.
Who they will leave with. Their names was mentioned on the paddle. I didn't understand that, but I was like, okay, we got questions that we could be asking, yet here we are asking, who would you leave here other than the person you came with?
Not who have you contacted after the show. That's a better question.
And Chris know how to spell Tatiana. That's not even easy to
Are
spell.
any of you dating any other's partner right now, currently?
Or have gone on a date? Have you sent any eggplant photos to any other cast member?
I mean, if we're not gonna ask the real questions, we might as well ask some questions. That's all I'm saying.
Where's Chris' accent go?
It comes and goes when it needs it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Does he wear glasses
It's like
for real?
mine. I don't trip on
make him look smart.
People accents come and go. You know what I'm saying? Mine's be here sometimes it's gone. So I don't know.
Not that thick, that long.
I know Clevassier was feeling pressure. He didn't like it.
Oh, he was pressed, baby. He was pressed. What you pressed for, though? I mean, that dress was pressed up against her really nice, but why were you pressed, though, sir?
I feel like Tati was like, watch this.
Tati was, why are you pressed?
That's what I would have done. I'm not leaving with none of y'all, but watch this.
Oh, TT Divine. I wasn't going to go there. That Chris wore the same suit at the Ready to Love reunion.
Did he?
Oh, yeah, he did.
That's funny.
It is. It is very funny. He wore that same burgundy looking suit.
Now I want to go look.
Please go look. Go look.
Maybe he just likes the color burgundy. Or maybe he was just trying to match Tati a little bit.
Just a little bit.
He was doing.
Just a little bit.
Because we may be together.
He sat up there and told Clay, like, what type of Tati is the kind of woman you got to be handling with kid gloves with care. Clay Bossier.
And I got the gloves and the touch.
Why wasn't you saying that in the kitchen, Chris?
She talked to you like a lady, you know what I'm saying? She's real nice. I like her. She's real nice. That's a real nice girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how Clay saw from behind his head. Like you looking at her now, like, bro, damn, you got his line of sight by the back of his head, Clay. You are pressed, bro. Like what?
He was looking at Tati's eyeballs.
I saw the reflection. Chris reflection back in her eyes, like, damn, bro. Look away. Look away, sir. But why is you so pressed? You got a girlfriend, right?
You got a girlfriend.
I like how you said it. We got a girlfriend. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes. Why the man jump in again? He just got with her this morning.
Mind your business.
Period.
They playing in his face now.
They still trying to play in Tati face. Like what? What are we doing?
Yeah, but the whole hug thing, dissecting that, and the fact that a hug got you all twisted more than a whole kid. Yeah, Tati, I think the priorities was off.
I think she just didn't care anymore. It was just one more thing. Like,
that's what I think. It's just one more thing added to the list, and it's just like, the fuck.
Of course,
and
you
still was lying. Because shit, found out it's more. Found out it was more. Of course, yeah, exactly. Of course you do. You know what I'm saying? At this point, your names probably ain't even Clay.
This girl that came running through, she's still heated from that whole thing.
I mean, we did see, I guess, a little bit more of the hug. The leg wasn't totally wrapped around, but it was on its way. It was on its way.
Now we know why Chris exaggerated it, okay? That was a good wedge, so he can get on in.
Very tricky.
It was
Listen,
round
no,
his waist.
them legs. She locked onto that man and was like, ooh. She was riding him like a bucking horse.
It was enough for me, even without all that. It was a whole jump up in your arms, hold you tight. You know, I miss you. So it was a lot. I don't care. Leg, half a leg, a little bit of thigh. It was too much for me.
If it was in a different setting, he would have held her. He would have grabbed her and carried her up. And he just did like this because he's like, damn, it's a lot of people looking.
Right. Yeah.
Like, but in any other setting, I feel like that's their normal way of hugging when they see each other.
For me, it ain't enough to be threatening to throw a drink and all kinds of stuff, especially when we bring a baby in the mix.
Baby wasn't in the mix yet.
No, but I'm saying, you know, and she was still hot about the friend.
The drink throwing was before the baby.
Yeah, the drink throwing was before the baby. But again, off of something somebody said before, that, you know, they were letting, you know, the men get in his head into Irvin and tell him what he should and shouldn't do. Tati let the whole house get in her head. She didn't see it. For me, it ain't enough for me to go off. I'm a watch.
It's enough for me to, I wouldn't go off on her, but I sure enough would have went off on him, because it's like, y'all know how I feel about like being bold-faced lied to. So therefore I have to deal with the sandwich of you eating, because you already bold-faced lied on that one when you didn't have to. I didn't ask you to be nothing for me. You volunteered that crap. Now you sneaking in the house. Now you running around telling everybody, oh, this a porn star and all this stuff, being all awkward and all this other things and stuff. And then the girl comes in the house and she all wrapped up on you. And then you literally defending her. Walked out with her. The guys had to literally tell him to go check on Tati.
Go check on Tati.
So after you dropped your friend off outside at the front door, you still didn't come check on me.
Well, he didn't want to drink on his
and
face.
We just smashed. Oh yeah, I'm going the heck off now. Again, it's not too much on her.
Timing wasn't right then. She was angry. I don't know. They had some pre-conversation, I guess, three-way conversation before that girl came there. So I feel like she was ready to smash on both of them. Like, y'all playing in my face. So had, you know, maybe they not talked, and that was the real first interaction between the two of them. But, you know, I feel like she was feeling a way about this girl before she got there.
Probably so.
I personally, don't tell me about your sister, your fake sister that didn't come from your mama and your daddy, or your friend from kindergarten. I don't want to hear about those girls. Why are we hanging around from kindergarten? Go somewhere.
Well, we don't know. We have to find out if the parents were, you know, friends. I have a friend like that our parents were friends when they were expecting together. So that's my friend from before kindergarten.
Do you wrap your legs around each other when you see each other?
No, we don't. But again, you know, before I started dating, you know, people would be suspect because we would walk arm in arm. I mean, we were close friends, but again, you got to distance yourself when you start dating
before
folks.
You were dating.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know, he thought he was safe because Tati wasn't in the room to see.
Do that. I mean, you know, you should respect the situation.
She said she had the beneficiary to all of his properties. The best friend. That's what she said.
She the godmother, his kid.
One or two.
Maybe all.
She friends herself with all of his girlfriends. That's what she does.
But she ain't going.
This is the best friend kind of category Jared is talking about, ain't it?
Yes, that's now y'all getting it. Now y'all are getting it. Yes. Best friend that got my back, still I can smash, you know what I'm saying? Be the godmother of my children. You know, yes. Yes.
Jared got me questioning myself. I don't necessarily disagree with him.
With who, Jared?
Yeah, I feel like maybe we have more in common.
You could call on me anytime.
That's a nice thing to know.
Jared is just letting you know this is an easy transition into separation. I'm still cool with you. I have no hard feelings. We're good.
Jared is the only person that didn't put somebody's name on that paper about who he was going to leave there with instead.
I laugh when y'all say this. He's only manipulative to certain people. He knows the people that he can get away with it with, but Jared is not really that damn manipulative. Jared just actually tells you the truth, and people doesn't want to leave the truth, manipulate themselves into saying he's lying or something else.
But let's not let Charlie off the hook with manipulation either. Because she's a little manipulative too, not to his level. But if you knew you were never...
Hold up. Not to his level.
I'm just saying.
Whoa. Hold up, El Cid. Hold up. I got to interrupt you just for a second on that.
Go ahead.
Because this sat there and told us at the reunion. Now he's using the children as a problem, a burden. They were never a burden and stuff. Ma'am, if they were not a burden, why didn't he know about
Why
them?
didn't say something?
Continue.
I was more saying that her manipulation was she knew she was never ever going to be leaving Texas. So why are you entertaining a man out of state? Why giving any kind of hope? You're saying he was giving you hope? You were giving him some hope that you would leave. No, that's not the only manipulation. But I was like, girl, you knew you could never leave Texas, and that never came up?
That's why he said, I was just going to try to, persuade you in a one child. But when you say you got 3 more.
That absolutely changes the perspective.
I just figured I'm going to get it how I live.
I'm going to just have fun.
Once we leave this show, it's going to be a whole bunch of HEAWUX. I mean, AUX up in my box. You know what I'm saying?
He's like,
these 3
we fly high.
But he treated her like the queen she was, right?
You could have been a best friend in all this. Well, I was just loving them girls. I was gonna get right back. You know what
I'm gonna change my name to Diabolical.
Meanwhile, she eating waffles with Brandon in the morning. She would on her card have came to this show with Brandon. She working on a new.
Jared was shocked.
Jared didn't give a damn.
He don't care.
Jared said that's life.
The DMs is lit.
Can you imagine after the show how many ladies gonna be on you on the gram?
Shit.
That dude, Jared said that's life.
Well, Charlie's on the gram in her underwear.
Well, that's how she got it. That in the Xbox.
Well, he did say the goodie was goody because it made him stick around for a few more weeks.
How ironic is this? Wait, I know, but how ironic is this? Charlie gave him an Xbox. Now she's an Xbox to him.
Right.
I need to stop.
No more playing at her station.
Oh my God, I must be stopped.
But hey,
control it.
How did she not see it? Everybody in the house saw it. How did she not see it? Because all the whole manipulation, it's like
She's
stigmatized. When all you see is D in your face, it's hard to see, especially if it's good, big, fantastic D as she described.
She got a tattoo of his initials before she ever came within 1,000 miles of him.
Because he checked all her boxes, and finally he did check at the villa.
Her Xbox.
He said her Xbox checked out too. He was like, I can control these keys and stuff. I just want to play other games. Sometimes I like PlayStation. Sometimes I like Nintendo Switch. Sometimes I like a U. Sometimes I like the old school Atari. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'll be running it back to the old school sometimes. I don't know. I like to play games. That's what Jared said.
I think this is just my thought that, if one of the other ladies would have given him a play, Jared would have been playing them too.
For sure.
Just spreading love wherever he goes.
Because he about to play all ladies that's in his DMs right now. Because I know y'all are up in them DMs right now. Like some.
They're blowing up.
Okay. Enjoy.
She keeps on saying, like, I make hella money. I don't need a man to come take care of my kids. And I don't think she realized how bad that sounds, because you might as well be best friend then. You have this man that you don't intend to integrate into your kid's life. So what does that look like?
She don't need him. She need the D.
That's wild.
Sean, are you waiting for a formal introduction? I guess.
Yeah, he's waiting for the hello. We can just say hi to the
I mean, normally that's when somebody walks in your house, you say, hey.
No, I said it earlier. Didn't I say it earlier? I said when people walk in the house, you're supposed to say hi. I said that earlier. I'm not supposed to greet you. I open the door. You in the house. You're supposed to say hi to the people already in the house. You can't wait.
Yeah, that's it. He missed the message.
See?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I must have missed that one. Well, hello, ladies. How are y'all?
Hey, Sean. How you doing?
Hey, Sean.
I'm just well.
Sean, I would have waited for my introduction too.
As you should.
Thank you, but you know what I ain't finna do is fuss and tussle with Jay tonight. That's what I'm not gonna do. So
you actually should wait for the
it.
introduction. You know what I'm saying? We just kept talking. We had some things to say. Sorry.
Thank you. Good
Hi,
night.
Sean. Welcome to the conversation. How are you doing tonight?
Ooh, who's that in the background,
I'm doing great.
Alicia?
Oh my God.
You are hilarious. That's my drive-through order. I can't come to y'all on an empty stomach.
Is it vegan?
No, it's not vegan.
You ain't got green on your plate tonight?
Well, there's lettuce on my hamburger. That's the green I got.
Where did Chris' accent go, Sean?
Listen, I was about to say that he pissed me off because I was all prepared to run down on his accent one last time, and now he waits to the reunion to have some sense. And he was talking like he had some sense too. I'm like, so it definitely he was playing a character. And now we know it for sure because he was talking clear, making sense.
And he was trying to get at your girl Tati.
Yep. He checked
spelling
Clay
correctly.
He checked Clay too. He's like, that's really bothering you, player? That reminded me of Jay, because Jay be like, oh, I really touched your heart, huh? He definitely touched Clay's heart.
He did touch his heart. Damn it. Clay was like, you looking at her from the back of your head, I can see it.
So I see how you looking at it. He was like, you looking at the back of my head. You see all that? I was like, Chris is ready.
Yeah, wait, when he came back, he said, "Oh, we still on that?"
Phew.
What
He's
Clay?
like, you
If
still
Clay
sitting back
saw,
there thinking about that?
and if Clay saw, and Clay could have a comeback, and he saw Ray the Love's reunion, he could have said, "Come back, same suit, different reunion for you, huh?"
Hey, and
That
don't
was
play,
the same
'cause if
suit he
Chris
wore?
saw any
I
of
didn't even.
Clay-
Yes, go back. It's the same suit, different undershirt.
Oh, wow.
But if Chris see anything that Clay was in, he can come back too, and be like, "So how that go on Miss Pat show with your baby mama?"
Yeah, I don't think Clay wanted to talk to him about clothes. Because he'd be like,
It's too
yeah, and
easy.
I'm not wearing blouses and auntie pants like you be rolling around in here. Then, Clay gonna have to be quiet.
Not the auntie
Blouses
pants.
and auntie pants.
Now he wearing a loose
Because
clothes.
he definitely looked like somebody's auntie at a couple of them outfits. Why?
Ooh.
Did y'all talk about Jay and her her spicy personality?
You mean
Little
as far
bit.
as her with the ladies?
Or her
Yes.
spicy corn viewing. Which one are you talking about?
Whoa.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we
But
was all
clearly you
trying to
did.
forget about it. Uncle L said wants to continue to remember this.
Somebody in the chat mentioned it too earlier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Blame it on the people in the chat. Yeah. Sure. We be trying to forget these parts of Jay, and here she comes.
He said, "You want to see the dudes crack the dudes?"
I like seeing a
I thought
man
that was
squirm.
Alexa. I thought that was Alexis too.
Yes.
What's the-
There was a
both of
couple
them.
of them.
I seeing a man squirm. Okay, what's wrong with you? Now the mood is all ruined. Look what you did, El said.
It's not ruined. I was just asking
Yeah,
for
here we are, just
clarity.
quiet. Look,
Clarity.
no, it's
It's
just all
not
quiet.
ruined. Not for those of us who
Anywho,
can't talk
speaking of
beyond
Jay,
that.
speaking of Jay, because Cinco had to leave early because he had to catch his flight. He had to catch his flight and stuff, so he had to leave early. And Jay said she ain't going to see that man if he make it on the team or not.
Talk about support.
There's something wrong with her too. That sounds crazy.
If it ain't in Chicago, I don't want to hear about
picked
it.
up the baby and left.
Just tell me you scared to fly. That would be better. I just would have got up there and be like, I'll be airplanes. I would accept that a lot better. But you just a flat out no. I ain't doing it because I don't like long plane rides. But you a whole coach. So guess what? If your team got to go somewhere for that, is you not going? Because you don't like long plane rides?
Nope.
If your son makes it on some team at some point in life or goes off on a trip some point in life or moves out the country, whatever, so you're not going because you don't like long plane rides?
Is she going to stop her son from following his dreams because it's outside of Chicago?
If it's a long plane ride, yes. He better do anything within an hour.
I think Cinco is not worried about her. Once he gets on that plane, it's a wrap.
Yeah, he seemed as happy as Irwin.
Wow.
Even under his breath, he's like, leave him, let the ladies hash this out. He was not in the protection mode at all. Was that me?
No. Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was me. All right. Yeah, that's why I just sat here still for a second because I thought it was me.
I got kicked out.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know who kicked you out. Like, remove her. Remove her. Rhonda asked too many questions. Remove her.
My bad.
Lisa, wasn't me this time.
They kicked me out.
It wasn't none of us. Jada acted. Jada, as soon as you talked about if she gonna not stop her son, Jay said dismiss her.
Yeah, you know, Jay is heavy on the YouTube and social media space. So
all of social media, she is just in every chat comment. Ooh. Cinco gonna send a ticket for her and the son. Yeah.
But it sounded like she should stop being in the comments and all that stuff because it ain't going too well up in there.
Well, speaking of the comments, I went over there to the fan page on Facebook and I threw one of my videos over there. And what did Charlie do? She went straight to Jared.
Hello. They best friends. She got to tell the best friend.
He said, Jared, WTF.
Exactly. And what Jared do?
Those are fans.
Exactly. What Jared do? Like he said, I was there for her.
Yeah, he did. Kind of, sort of.
She said that in the comments?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She sick Jared on her.
Yeah, she sick Jared on me.
Jared said these are fans.
These are fans.
About what?
He said, you know, these weirdos are fans. And I was like, I'm not weird, but I do weird shit. And I am a fan.
What was she mad about?
Rhonda did an amazing short about Charlie and Jared.
She just mad at
couple.
Yes.
It was a nice video. It was well put together. The music was great, fitting for it all. I thought it was a very lovely video. I didn't understand why they were offended by it.
They were the only ones. Oh, Kiki wasn't a fan either. She said, I don't get it. I'm confused.
I'm just saying it was the photos that they gave.
She was confused on purpose.
Yeah, well, and I used Orange Juice Jones for her background music.
Ooh.
What's that?
I saw you and him walking in the rain.
You
wrong, Rhonda.
And the video ended with her walking them suitcases down to her car.
Where you seen us? That's why she was confused because she's like, "Where you see us?"
You talking about my ex? We were walking in the rain.
I was like, she went straight to Jared.
Jared was basically saying, call me fan.
No, none of that.
But as per that little unaired footage, I thought he wanted people to reach out to him on social media.
Yeah.
So you were just helping him.
Yeah, he told Charlie to kind of calm down. This is what happens when you have fans.
I'm a fan.
Well, hey, the famous song is "Where Them Fans At?"
In South Carolina, because they're not going to Dallas.
Well, my fave Alicia, she took a little, she took accountability for it.
All over.
Now Alicia's his friend. But Kiki got knocked off that pedestal.
If y'all don't remember, I started defending Alicia first.
We remember.
Jay, what you want me to talk about? Just tell me what should I say? Tell me the words. I'm gonna talk to you like Jared talks to Charlie.
Wow.
Come on, soulmate. Give me the
Child, you can't
keys.
even. You can't even.
Give me the keys so I understand, you know? I just want to be the best YouTube panelist that I can be for you, Jay. So just let me know whatever I need to do. I'm here for you.
So, like,
Mind your business.
That's okay. I understand. I respect it.
Oh my God.
that's just how Sarah was talking to them. That's life. That's life.
That's
That's the
so
way the
funny.
cookie crumbles sometimes.
Things
Yeah, that
happen
was
like
just
that.
respect.
Sometimes you're there.
That was just to be
Sometimes
nice
you're
because
there. And sometimes you're removed.
we're hearing all the
Sometimes
crinkle of the paper, so that was just to take the crinkle off of the sound.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Alcid.
You can't even eat.
Mm-mm.
What would I do? What would I do without Alcid? I don't know.
I'm helping.
None of us
I
know.
might know peace. I might know peace.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Alcid, I might know a little bit of peace.
All right,
that's
Clay, you want
unfortunate.
some peace, huh? Clay want peace, but he is the drama.
Well, duh.
Hello.
Oh my!
You got to be peace first, right?
Or something close to it. You know, something close to it. At least create it in your life. Jeez. He like, nah, I'm good.
He don't even make sense. He's aggravating. He's not like Jared. Jared is entertaining. Clay is aggravating.
Is
Yeah.
Jared entertaining? Because some people find him quite irritating.
I'm
Not
entertained
me.
by him.
Not
I'm
me.
quite entertained.
I'm entertained.
I am too.
I am thoroughly entertained because I'll just be like, man, y'all be mad at a man that does just actually tells y'all his truth. Like he is telling you he's going to befriend you. There's so many other women in here. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why you get irritated by it.
This is a classic case of you lying to yourself.
I agree.
Repeatedly.
I tried. That's all I could tell you. You asked me to try, and I tried.
Tried in
Now I'm
the
no
boom.
longer
Whatever
trying.
I told you, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. It's a lie.
Just try.
Don't just try. Just stop. Just try.
Just and he tried, and he was like, I still can't do it. And then he got up here and was like, you know, it's okay. Yeah. You're a soul that I would like to keep in touch with. You're a soul that I made.
I would like to hear more of that story about her baby daddies.
Oh.
Only her father.
You.
Only her father.
My kids got a father. Well, there's plural. And she's a liar.
Yeah, I didn't hear fathers.
She only had one kid when she got here. So we don't know how many baby daddies she's hiding.
Well, she clearly got more than one because she said, unless she lied about that man being a one-night stand, or her one-night stand was, I reverted back to him for one night.
Right.
I think the one-night stand was probably somebody and he disappeared once he found out she was pregnant.
Or he disappeared before she found out I was pregnant. Like, it's literally a one-night stand. I'm out.
Right. Or someone who has been there before, who's painted the walls before.
Absolutely. I just got tired of, Jared not communicating the way he was. So I decided to go out and I got pregnant.
Yep. Let the ex have the box.
I was just confused because there was a little debate between the two of them on whose secret was more big. Whose secret was more bigger than the other? So, like, Jared, was you going to convince her of 2 children? If she just had the 2, was you going to convince her to move the 2 children to you?
Just the one. He was very adamant about that one.
He didn't come over there to convince her anything. He knew exactly what he was going to do. He didn't heard about it from the people that there are hundreds of connections on Facebook. So I don't believe that he didn't like check in and they, you know, talk about what Charlie be doing around there in Dallas. He wasn't bringing no kids to Carolina. He said he's still trying to figure out his kids.
Maybe he's like, Kiki, this was vacation.
It was.
It was a vacation.
His vacation was way better than Kiki's vacation.
Yeah, he got to hold more than a hand.
And he got to drink.
I'm confused now. Does Jared have 1 or 2 kids?
2.
Two that we know of.
Oh, okay. 2. Okay.
He had just had
So
1 and
she knew about 1, and then he didn't tell her about the child he had recently.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
He knew about
And
one
she
of
left
hers,
out-
but not the other 3.
And she left out 3. Okay.
But if you want a man just for you and you don't need them to take care of your kids, why, if the kids are not an issue, why hide them?
That's what I keep screaming. Why are we hiding
That's
them? And then
embarrassment.
why are we getting on the stage trying to gaslight everybody to make it seem like he's making it seem like your kids are a burden? It sounds like more so your kids are a burden to you because it's stopping you from getting a man. Because you're lying about them. Have I ever had to lie about my child? No, I might not tell you all my business about my child because you don't need to know all of that, especially I don't deem no future with you. But if I feel like there's going to be a future, you're going to know about my child.
They said there's a whole bunch of secrets
So
in the house. This was the house of secrets.
Mm-hmm.
I know you haven't started watching Love Island yet, Jay, but there's a woman on there, Huda, that she does the
She has a
same thing.
kid,
She
I know about that part. Woman, I know about her.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yep. So there seems to be a theme where we trying to wait till the person is invested or wait till we can get the person hooked a little bit.
I get some weight, like Huda. I get some weight because you just on the show. You haven't been talking to these persons for years, but for 4 years, I'm hiding 2 of the 3 that I do have. You know about 1, so you're hiding 2 of the 3. Then you go and have another one on top of that. That's wild. Like Huda situation is, we're just now coming on the show. I'm just meeting you. I'm filling you out. So I'm not really sure if I like you or not. So before I totally like turn you away, which I don't say that you have to hold this, you should hold it for very, very long. But we're still kind of new to this. 4 freaking years is wild. So,
and I mean, if you were already embarrassed about the 2 that you weren't talking about, then why did you put yourself in a position and then have another one with a one-night stand?
So I'm like, my real question, see, that's why I'm like, we have so many more questions that could have been answered and we could have just stretched out this reunion a bit. I know they don't give a crap about none of it, but are you embarrassed by the father or the way you made these other children? Or like, what's the embarrassment on why you are like hiding your children like so?
How did you hide your children while entertaining this man for 4 years?
Well, if I say I got 1 and you keep hearing a voice in the background, I could easily be like, oh, they with their cousin or something like. But the fact that I'm sitting here lying about my babies, like what? And then you go on national TV. So how much more did that feel like when your kids actually get of age and stuff and looking like which one of us you was lying about on top of it? Like, which one of us didn't exist. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, that's wild. And then she's still being delusional at the reunion about him and his answers. And that's why Alexis had to kind of, again, check her. Like, what more do you need to hear?
And then again, Taronda interrupted on that stuff too. Was it that one that she was talking about the friendship thing? Or is it somebody else?
No, it was
no. She said she was triggered by him calling her best friend.
Yeah, and then when Alexis makes some sense of that, like, you know, if I'm saying a best friend and I'm smashing and stuff like that, like sometimes how am I calling that a best friend?
And I'm still lying.
In some regards, it's like, yeah. And then Taronda jumps in. It's like, oh, you know, we have to define what best friend. No, shut up.
No, that was Kiki and Brandon.
That's when she jumped in on that comment.
Yeah, the best friend. That was the Kiki Brandon best friend comment. Yeah.
Wait, Kiki Brandon best friend comment. How is Kiki and Brandon the best?
Kiki and Brandon were best friends?
That's what Kiki started saying.
Yeah, Kiki.
Brandon, you're my best friend. And that's when Taronda, you know, they jumped in. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, no, I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, there was a moment where Kiki referred to Brandon. She was like, I just see you as my best friend. And then Alexis was like, well, isn't a best friend, if you saying best friend, that means that's better than any other friend, and you withholding information. And then she was just looking, you know, how Kiki looked. Like, really?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That was time I was like, Taronda, shut up. Because, yeah, how are you withholding information from somebody you calling your best friend? Like that kind of information on top of them talking crazy to them every 5 seconds. I don't want no best friend like you then. I'm good. We not friends at all at this point.
So Kiki said that Chris and Alexis was butt naked dancing around in the house.
Yeah, Cinco. I mean, Jared caught them doing something else prior. According to Chris, that was part 1 with Jared caught.
So they need a definition, and Chris ain't the one really with definitions. What did, you know, because he said she got what she wanted, and she said it wasn't that kind of, you know, relations that she wanted.
That's what I was trying to figure out. What? So okay, maybe she's saying I didn't want just the sex. We needed some clarity on that because I was confused.
It sounded like she just got to see it in person.
I don't think there was any penetrative.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yeah, right. I think it was. I think it might have been mouths, but not body parts like sexual organs. You know.
I was thinking that too, but then I was like, when people said that her lashes was on the
they saw her glasses, so maybe he was, you know, going downtown for her, and then that's why they saw her eyes wide open.
See, I thought they went around. I thought he knocked the eyelashes off.
Right.
I was thinking it was the other way around until he said no. He didn't. He was like, I seen her eyelashes like this on the whatchamacallit. So I was like, what? How the eyelashes get up there? She down there? I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, and then Kiki, like,
yeah, I think he was doing it for her, not she was doing it for him. That's what I understood. But who knows? They were talking in riddles, so we don't know what the heck they was doing.
She had the condominium, so why couldn't they do it?
Maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he wasn't rising to the occasion, as they say. There's a lot of different reasons, you know. Maybe he thought like that, you know, there was a waterfall based on what he was doing downstairs, so he didn't need to.
If she got what she wanted, then that'll be
to step 2. So maybe that's what he said in his head. Maybe he's like, listen, you know, she got to the finish line. I don't see what we need to get all the other stuff involved for. if she got the waterworks going. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like you're remaining faithful for somebody.
I don't feel safe.
Okay, Alicia.
Remember, Alicia took accountability for that, so I think there's better words. Are you uncomfortable with this conversation, Rhonda?
No, she didn't take accountability for the words. She took accountability for calling him back.
Right.
And then remember, she rephrased it. She said, maybe I could have said, I don't like that you're yelling at me, or I don't like your tone in this moment.
She said, I don't want to categorize it.
Right. And then she gave a couple of, she gave a different way it could have been framed.
Well, I'm not going to take accountability for anything.
That's right.
Here.
You hold your boundaries.
That's it. You stay firm, Rhonda. Just let us know. I need to know.
You nor Kiki. No worries.
Kiki.
Oh my gosh. Well, did Alexis get some before they're no longer? We will never know.
Whatever it was, it didn't satisfy
most
her.
Women.
It did not satisfy her.
I don't. Whatever it wasn't everything she wanted, because she still didn't look pleased. Whatever transpired, it wasn't everything that she wanted it to be. That's clear.
She ended it, but then Chris is like, it faded out. Chris was there on a, redemption tour to say, see, Tati, I didn't do too much so we could get together.
That was just disrespectful.
Tati was caring too much about what he did or not with her. I don't think that's going to make a difference.
No.
If she was going to like him, she was going to like him. I think Chris was just stuck to his whatever contract he's got out there with whomsoever and whoever and what deal he's got in the books. So, because that whole thing didn't make any sense. And Alexis was just so clear. She was like, listen, I had some self-evaluating to do and I was stepping on, and I didn't want to cause all your trauma. He said, what trauma? Negro, you gave a whole speech about control and you
forgot all about it.
You had 50 stepdaddies. you forgot that?
God.
I almost forgot. I was like,
He was like, oh yeah, I lied about that. That's right.
He was like, ooh, I forgot that part of the script. I forgot.
He really did forget. Oh my word. Oh
he
my
forgot.
word.
See, that's what happens. He was delivering them lines and forgot what lines he was delivering, boy.
The glasses were blocking him.
I figured they were going to do it like that. Him and Alexis. I mean, they could have did that at the house last week.
They could have. But she was
this insight for Charlie, but you had to get all the way over here to realize you didn't want to be part of his trauma and triggering him just based on opening her mouth.
He looked like he was sweating that she was going to say more that he didn't want her to say.
And you doing all that, I'm scared to go to the boom boom room, but you was butt naked in the wherever they saw you at. Y'all all out in the house naked?
Apparently, y'all could see it. We just can't have any documentation that we were in the boom boom room. We can't check in officially.
Where was y'all at that people kept walking in? Like, it would have been better to just go to the boom boom room.
I guess they was in the shower or, they didn't want to be in that boom boom room. I guess it wasn't cleaned often enough for them.
Yes, T, who begging for the D is not a good look.
I hated that for her.
Oh, everybody looked really good at the reunion. I thought. Sorry. I don't know if you guys discussed. I don't know if you discussed how everyone looked. Yeah, I don't know if you guys discussed how everyone
looked. We talked about Alicia's wig. And Tati's girls and Alicia's girls being open for viewing.
I thought everybody looked nice.
They did.
But yeah, I could see. Yeah, Alicia, I didn't that. You know, I guess she could have found something better. And Charlie's hair looked crazy too. I didn't like that either.
Charlie and Kiki.
But other than that, oh, you know what? I guess I didn't probably pay too much attention to her hair. But I thought everybody's other than that part, I thought everybody looked nice. The dresses and stuff, everybody looked good.
Yeah, Brandon was my surprise on the men's side. He looked a little different, you know, with his faux locks.
I thought Brandon looked really good.
I liked Britney's hair looked nice. Did you guys think that too? I thought her hair looked.
It looked much better, yes, much better than the
Yeah.
braids. But I know why she did the braids for the length of time being in the house.
To be there that time, yeah.
Yeah.
She still has such a stank attitude.
Yeah, Britney's persnickety for
Britney.
sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Brandon has some fans in the chat. Brandon looked good in that color. Looked so fine.
Well, Brandon's trying to get him a zebra. So if you're not a zebra, count yourself out.
Is he? I thought he wanted somebody from the plus size delegation.
Well, Charlie's no slim.
I mean,
you know,
Charlie got a little
slim
donkey.
She got some meat on her bones. She's not a skinny girl. And they've been flirting, right? Isn't that what they said in the reunion? They've been chit-chatting since the reunion. I mean, since the show finished.
Those are the questions we need to ask. Who went on a date with someone else than the person they came with? Or who been messaging? Sorry, Lips Galore. I always say the plus size delegation. I'm sorry if this is your first time hearing it.
Jay started a video.
Oh.
Well, let me see what she's saying.
Oh, Jay
What
from
video
the
is that?
show started a video.
Well, she's on Instagram or something?
Yep. I guess she's explaining why she ain't taking a plane
Instagram?
ride to go see Cinco.
Send the Instagram.
You heard, Rhonda?
Send the
Okay.
Instagram.
My God.
Did you hear me? Yeah.
I heard that part. How do I send it?
Is LC
Link it
looking
in
at
the
Instagram
private
too?
chat.
No. I don't follow them folks.
I don't follow him either. That's why I said send it.
Well, let me figure it out.
You can drop the
Just
Insta.
send it to our group chat.
What are they doing?
Wait, Nola, darling, who gonna get on your nerves? I just got back. Who she saying getting on her nerves?
I think she's talking about Jay.
Jay.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. You know,
She must be having some technical difficulties, so she went away.
now
Oh, okay.
She said, "Y'all not about to catch me."
She's fighting with her internet provider.
Me too. They got it out for all us Jays.
That voodoo that Chris was talking about must have jumped over. You gonna put that voodoo on it. If we get up in the boom boom room, he wasn't worried about that voodoo when he was doing whatever he was doing with Alexis. What happened to the voodoo? We should have asked him
Right.
about that.
Right. He said he spoke to God and God told him don't go there.
Don't go there.
Not do the other stuff he was doing. Okay.
Right.
Okay, sir. God told you
Sins
to
of the
lie on this
flesh.
platform too, huh? God told you to lie on this platform. Anywho, have y'all finished discussing all y'all wanted to discuss about these people? Because I'm over it.
We
Okay,
see.
Jay. This Jay.
Good God.
This Jay too is
Well,
over it.
tell us how you feel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this reunion didn't really give me much of what I came for. It was a lot more
Thank you.
questions. There's a lot more questions I would have had answered than, you know what I'm saying? Who would
But
y'all be here?
you know why though? I think I'm not sure if you saw on top because Tati's the only one I follow. She had said on her Instagram that this reunion was done after the first episode aired, so it's not like they got to see a lot of the other things that progressed on the show. Other than the clips that they showed them, they didn't, they didn't get to really experience everything. So,
But they
How
were there.
so? How so? Because Charlie was talking about how the internet was talking about her and her kids and that situation.
well, that was within the first two episodes. The first episode or two, that was, and people on social media were already talking about her because she revealed that very soon.
She revealed that in the second episode.
Yeah, so I think they shot it after the first or second episode. I don't know, but that's again, this is what Tati says. So it's not like there was things because with any reality show, like I think Charlie probably would have even had a lot more to say to Jared because she would have seen a lot of his other comments that he made along the way.
Yeah, I'm a side eye that because the way she was talking about the way I don't need another dad for my kids, like that's what the internet were saying. That was well into the show. So I'm a side eye her on that one, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, I'm a side eye period because I'm like, say what now?
They were
But
there. They
even
lived
Ready
it.
to Love
They don't
does
have to
that.
watch it.
Ready to Love does the same thing. In a lot of their seasons, they don't shoot the reunion. They only air a couple of episodes after the, they air a couple of episodes and then they shoot the reunion. So the people don't necessarily have the full benefit of seeing how everything played out, stuff that they didn't see.
Yeah, the reunion was lackluster. It was.
It was still lackluster, and with Ready to Love shows them a lot of clips. The night before, they send them a whole bunch of clips. You can see they're going through to and say, I know it wasn't filmed like recently or whatever and stuff like that, but like a week into it, like that's weird.
One of these days, they need to do a live reunion after the show.
Those are the best ones.
Yep. After they aired it, do a live reunion. Like an hour and a half. But that's just my thought and suggestion.
Yeah, it definitely was not it was not anything exciting. Now, I'm maybe I'm a little confused or slow, but when Clay was saying that he is now dating somebody or he's in a relationship, was he saying he's with that same girl, his best friend that he brought on the show, or is this a new person? Because I got lost.
We don't know.
Who knows? Who knows at that time if it was aired way back then, but we do know that he has posted up some people or somebody as of late, as of recently. So there is a person, and Sean, you've seen that person.
Really?
There was a whole post that we had put in the group chat. I thought it was you that put it in the group chat of him with some girl.
The only thing I remember,
I kept saying that she didn't show her face, and then you was like, "No, there's another picture with her that shows her face."
Oh, that came from the Never Ever Met's Reddit, I believe. Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it
Okay, I remember that
could
girl.
potentially be her. It could be potentially have been somebody else. We don't know at this
Gotcha,
point. You know what I'm
gotcha.
saying?
Now
We
again, the
don't know.
reunion. When did the season start?
Oh
Last
my
year?
God.
Oh wait, when the
No,
season
no.
started?
For
When it
us,
was
for
Started right
taped?
after.
us.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, when it started, I don't know, about 2 months ago.
Okay, probably like April, late April or something.
Yeah,
Early April.
I don't know. Can't
Got it.
remember. Beginning
So
of April.
the reunion was probably shot in May of this year. So if that was the same girl that was in that thing, then I'm sure that's probably the same person. So it's not the best friend then.
No, it wasn't the best friend. It was never the best friend.
I just got confused for a second because they were like, "Is it the friend?" And it just
Well,
kind
he
of
got
gave
so
me the
many
impression.
things going on, Clay. We don't know who it is. Is it the
Yeah,
baby
I
mama?
got confused. I got stuck for a second. I was like, "Huh?" And then I was like running around, so I was watching it on my phone. So I'm like, "What?" I was confused. Sorry. Is she back live, Rhonda?
Yes, I sent it to the.
She's back live. She has Tati and Kiki with her.
Do you want to watch, Jay?
Yeah, attachment as unavailable to remove person has removed permission. Send me her page.
Vanilla_love with 2 V's.
Damn it! What part of send me her page does it?
I don't know how I'm able to view it if she blocked folk.
She got us blocked.
Y'all are blocked. I'm not blocked.
I'm not
Vanilla.
blocked.
I don't know. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Just send me the page. Now y'all got to make me look it up and stuff. You know, I don't care about these people like this. Vanilla_ with 2 V's. What the frick that mean?
Relax.
She love a lot.
All right. Oh, that's amazing. Put this up here.
Yeah, Kiki said there was so much left out. They were on set for like 8 hours. There's so much that they didn't show.
First, you either don't like that or you don't, or you do. Period.
So yeah, so everybody,
I was
a lot of the
for
things.
interactions between I still made other shit make more sense because
Yeah.
there was a lot of good conversations that the girls had amongst themselves and just interpersonally that would have made like the context of the show better. But
Yes.
what I learned about reality TV shows is they don't always want to show what's really going on. They want to create a story. So like what you get is not always the truth. Just like how I told y'all, like Jay told me, you know, about the baby, but they didn't want to show that because
they didn't show that at all. They didn't even hint to that. They don't want that to be a thing at all.
talked about that on the reunion.
Yeah,
They cut that.
and I genuinely didn't know about it. I was always with Tati.
Oh, they
Yeah, I knew real. But every time that nigga would be like, "I'm gonna tell her." It's like, nigga, when?
Yeah, he just so goofy, but it is what it is. It may forget to me, I guess. But I'm happy.
Quick question about Clay. On that new show he's on, everybody talking about. Was that before? That's the baby mama though? Like that's her? Ain't that her?
That was from. I thought that was the old video that they tapped because some people sent me
From the Judge show.
like an old thing.
I thought it was old too, because
Yeah,
he was much not talking about his body, but he was much like more.
He was
fit on
smaller,
that,
but I thought that
and
was
then he gained,
that's
and
why
now
I
he's
think
fit
that's
again.
the baby.
but
I
I
think
think
that's the
they
baby mama.
posted because when we went viral, like when we went viral, BET had posted the clip from like an old episode. So I think that's what people are talking about.
But I think they're playing it
See,
again.
I'm talking about this Judge stuff.
Yeah, the project
Project show.
Yeah, I think they just re-aired it because they seen like that shit was getting hella traction, and then You know, they're like, oh,
Oh, but that's his baby mama though, I think.
yeah. I don't know.
That's her. I
I
feel
didn't
like
watch
that's
the
her.
show. I just see people tagging me in it.
Because they said the baby name was Moon. Ain't that his baby name?
Yeah,
Like
it is.
that's literally her. Like that's the girl. That's the baby mama.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
So
she
I
looks
guess
similar to the best friend. She just had a little. She had her baby weight on her, but that's her. I know that's her.
yeah. Anything else y'all want to know, y'all?
Any questions?
Yeah, we taking questions because the check has cleared. Okay. So now we
Yeah. that little weak ass check hit last night, yesterday.
right.
So
Oh my God, guys.
But we appreciate it nonetheless. Because
Mhm.
I always
Definitely appreciate it.
yeah. Let's
I don't
see.
get no beef with Charlie. I just call her how I see it. She a bird.
Never mind.
Charlie is a gullible, and she go wherever who will appreciate her. So like now
I
she's
really
dick.
The whole Charlie and Brandon thing threw me like.
Charlie is like a bird,
like,
y'all.
what the hell?
Oh yeah, what did they show from that? Because I didn't get to see.
They just showed them. I guess he said they were together or something, and I was like, what the hell?
Just stupid
But-
shit. Charlie, bitch. I didn't know she was on that show. Bitch had a whole beard. They've been posting that for the past 2 days. She was on some show. She had like a beard and shit. She was crying and shit. With her fucked up.
It
old
was
baby
hormonal though.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, Jay Rizzle said, "What was y'all favorite moment on the show?" And then somebody else said, "Did Cinco get a contract abroad?"
No, Cinco did not. Next.
Oh my god!
I'm telling y'all, I hit the blunt and I had a couple drinks.
Okay,
So
well,
I'm feeling.
My favorite moment from the show, y'all like you wouldn't see it because there was so many nights where we were like just playing cards, but like
even
so much
giggling,
with
like,
the
we had
cast.
some laughs.
Y'all missed, like, we was a funny ass cast, like everything just kept happening. But it was this one moment, and y'all, I love Britney down, so this is not me talking about her, but this is more so a Chris situation. So she had these shorts that said Jamaica on it, and Chris,
That she wore every day faithfully.
it was not Jay.
That bitch wore them every day.
Yeah, but it was
BJ talking about some Kiki. You better not touch a bottle with his police.
Boo.
Prosecco police.
Let me go get
BJ, Brandon, you want to join vlog?
Yeah, join us, Brandon.
Look at Kiki. Let's talk about it. Where's the cast at? Let's bring them on.
Oh, what was my favorite moment? I feel like my
favorite. Hello.
What's up, BJ? There was a couple
of
surprises.
We was all surprised that Chris and Alexis left together. But
everybody.
Listen. I'm pulling up somewhere, so I'm about to leave.
But
I would definitely get on the episode with y'all.
Okay, we got to do a pod.
Yeah. For sure, definitely.
Okay, Brandon, if you come back, let us know. You can exit.
Be safe.
Yeah,
I'm glad we didn't leave together, but I was surprised me and Clay didn't make it to the end at least, because I was not fucking expecting that. I would say that. I feel
at least rat it out.
So bad, so quick.
Wait, Jared, my favorite person. Jared, join, please. Public enemy number one. Public enemy number one.
Why she was expecting her and Clay to make it to the end.
Elsie said, Tatiana, did Chris ever contact you? Maybe y'all. It's private, so I ain't even trying to put him on.
I'm gonna say,
what made y'all think that Chris and Lex were not a true connection? Like, how was it obvious?
When I clocked him for him saying he want to F her, when I clocked his ass.
So you think that they were almost never together in the house? Like Alexis was almost always.
Ask Kiki what she sees.
And they showed me being like the sleepy one.
Yes, Kiki.
Ask Kiki what she sees.
Clay was pissing me off when it came to you. He was pissing me off.
Pissing everybody off.
Y'all, the crazy thing is, like, watching Clay and Tati in the house, I just thought they were the cutest fucking.
We were always up, and that's what I wish I would have seen too. That's why I was so pissed when the girl came and he tried to switch teams, because it's like, nigga, we've been booed up this whole time. Why the fuck would you do the stupid shit you're doing?
Exactly.
Did y'all no, we were in the house for every day. No TV, no radio, no clocks, no.
There was no
no
break.
Internet, nothing. No, not a
The
book.
only thing there was to do was to be messy and be in everybody's business. It
And
wasn't.
now y'all see why. Why everybody in everybody's business? What else we supposed to do? Watch
That's
TV?
all we had to do.
The
Like,
pool
what
was
was
dirty. They never got the fucking jacuzzi fixed. Tell on to get their money up.
I was pissed about that because I was very excited about the jacuzzi because I was not getting in that slimy ass pool.
Right, we couldn't even.
Y'all, it was so
You know
like.
what they did?
Yes,
show?
we
That
got
was like
bored,
they did
and when we
show.
got bored, that's when the
Drama.
argument happened. That's when the drama, because we're bored. And they gave us liquor. They gave liquor every single day, so people were drunk. So it made people, people get even more antsy. So it was a lot. They know what they
Brown
doing.
Barbie said there was no real chemistry, and if a man wants you, he wants you to touch him. She's
Exactly.
not his type.
Everybody clocked Alexis and Chris, though. Everybody clocked that.
Yeah, and even in the reviews, nobody believed that they was a real.
Yeah, everybody didn't believe that dumb shit.
I'm gullible because I thought they was in the beginning.
I don't know. I thought that was in the beginning too, but I didn't talk to them like that. I just remember like me and Clay had breakfast with them one day, and they was just telling us about like how they got on the show and like how they had haters and shit. So I was like, okay, maybe it's real. But then looking back on the show, I could see why people was like, that shit wasn't real.
Yeah.
It wasn't Brandon Pool. The first night, it was really like y'all didn't even see the first night we was all in the. I got in the pool. Kiki jumped in the pool.
And
I was in the pool the first night because we didn't see how nasty it was. And next morning when I saw how nasty the water was, I never got back in the pool.
Yeah, that shit was slimy as hell.
So yeah, I think she was in the pool, but she didn't care. She was drunk. Next, how bad was Britney really flirting? She was flirting. We all saw it. The whole cast saw it. We ain't making it up. If the whole cast saying one thing and she's saying something different, who y'all gonna believe? Next.
I feel like
Jay.
the moment what they should have done was so when Irv and Alicia had left, didn't that leave a big bed or something like that? And then Clay had challenged Jared to fucking race and fucking lost. I'm like, what a fucking loser. Why would you fucking embarrass us like this? And I had to stand beside him because I'm like, damn, that's my man, but that's
Chris is totally different. Chris is a very attractive man.
He is.
The sexy tomboy, yes, she was, baby, but that's her decision, baby. She saw that nasty watch, still hopped in it. That's her pH balance, not ours. Next.
Hey.
So,
What did I see?
I'm
You
feeling
was
froggy.
Alexis a lot.
But I ain't lying.
I walked in on a lot of people actually.
So Kiki, what happened with you? What you see? Kiki, what really happened with Chris and Alexis?
Y'all, it really wasn't that much. I think it may have been. It really wasn't that much. I walked around the corner and I just saw some stuff.
Kiki, what? Oh no, if y'all want to know, you gotta subscribe to Two Sugars One Shot and follow us on Instagram.
Exactly.
All that.
Now I will tell it. But no.
Tati, fix your screen.
On the Britney flirting thing, I think she is super friendly too.
So why was she friendly to Ty? Make it make sense, Kiki.
She was.
She was not. Make it make sense. You have to make it make sense. It don't make sense. It has to make sense. It's no.
But okay, so what if we didn't see every? Because honestly, they didn't show none of me and Brandon like cuddling up. They showed none of us being
man, because Ty talked to me every day about how she. None of Drew. Y'all want to answer Drew?
Okay.
Yeah, what happened?
Why you talking about the lady mama like that? Cause it was funny, and she always in her daughter business, and I'll clock her and her mama next.
Damn.
Isn't it for me? Oh my gosh, y'all.
What other questions y'all got? Not based off Shamar. I don't want to talk about Shamar no more.
Wait, what is going on right now? God,
Thank you, L. It's some people who smart in the world.
No more.
Huh?
There you go, Kiki.
Frozen for me.
They're frozen for me too. I can't see anything.
Kiki, it says I thought you didn't like PDA and affection, but then you said you wanted to get touched.
I did like PDA. Yo, we was touching a lot. Like, what are we missing? We was touching a lot. I feel like so in the moment I did not want to be touched by him. I have to want to be touched.
No,
and
because they was arguing like the whole
think I was just being petty.
I don't think y'all understand how long B-Jack dragged this alcohol issue.
Y'all,
y'all don't understand. Like
So,
it was
okay.
so dragged.
Let me put it like this. So imagine you meet somebody for the first time, right? Y'all having a like the day, y'all having a good day, XYZ, good time. Then, oh, you're a drinker, and I'm like, no, I just wanted some more drink. And then, like for the next couple of days, I wasn't even drunk. Me going in the kitchen to ask for like the liquor, I'm pretty sure somebody told me to go get it. I was getting a bottle for the table because we was down there playing. But whatever. So after that first quote unquote drunk night, Brandon never let it go. So imagine somebody being like, you're drinking, like just badgering you. You don't
and
want
it
them
wasn't
to touch
just
you
badgering
either.
her. He was coming to the whole house about it. So y'all, that was all we talked about for a week.
A week straight.
Cocktails coming.
Drinking
She was not a hard drinker. Hey y'all, we got some questions. Wait. We got Kiki, what do you think about Brandon's comments about Charlie?
What happened?
I'm sorry.
You want to tell them two chickens, one shot? Get that answer?
I did. You know what? At the end of the day, if he wanted somebody else, that's fine. I can't care about it too much because at the end of the day, there's a line. So, you know, I came back to niggas. Like it was nothing. Like I liked him, but hey.
Oh, they were
fuck?
so fucking annoying. And then there was this fucking lady on YouTube. They just be making shit up.
They so
like,
stupid.
where did you even fucking get this shit from?
Some stuff that I really do want to clear up. I did not stand Brandon up 4 times. Like we tried to meet 4 times. Sometimes I was in Birmingham and I didn't see him either. So his brother pissed me the fuck off when he got there. He was like, "You stood him up 4 times, nigga. Shut the fuck up."
You should have said that shit then and there. You should have said, "Nigga, shut your ass up."
Y'all know I'm not good at talking. So
you told me that damn living with
I'd be like,
hold on, next question. What do y'all think about when y'all found out about Charlie's secret? I took my tea because I already knew about it.
I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. I didn't have nothing else to say but that. I was just like, oh my. I wasn't expecting that.
I knew about it already, so.
As somebody that really wants like kids to hide kids, that blew me.
Wait, do we have the villain himself?
Is that Jared?
Wait, Jared, if you want to, you got to see your face.
Yeah.
We have to see the face. We have to see the face.
It's 12 o'clock at night over here. It's
Be Camille, just know that just know that I know. Just know that I know.
You know what?
I knew everything before it was even said in that house. I had the insight. Go ahead, Jared. Where your face at?
What's up? It's right here. You can see my teeth. Look.
Any questions for Jared? I know y'all got him. I know y'all got him for Jared. Enemy. I don't know why people hate Jared. What he wrong?
That's who y'all think Brandon is.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Jared was very pleasant and he was in nobody's business and all he did was have his little drinks and go lay down and sleep and do his thing.
I was not.
Yeah, he had a good time. He ate good.
Party time, party people.
I
had me a blast.
Y'all hating Jared? I don't understand the hate either. But
I ain't gonna cap. I said some crazy shit.
But it was funny, like.
Yeah, don't try to make it seem like he was an angel. He was a
I ain't gonna cap. I knew what I was doing, but look, I seen it as look, they gave us the opportunity to go and do confessionals. So my ass, I was gonna confess to everything that I was thinking. I feel like I did it the right way.
What I did too.
It might not have been what people wanted to hear, but I gave the man's perspective on a lot of things, and a lot of people didn't like to hear it. So
see, Jared is blunt and I'm blunt, but my blunt is more aggressive, and Jared was more chill with his bluntness. So people hate me. Well, they hate Jared too, but
yeah, I feel like we can appreciate that you didn't, pull a Clay. It wasn't like a wolf in sheep's clothing, I guess.
Yeah, Jared was one way.
To be honest with y'all, when me and Charlie were leaving the date from the the little pottery place, I told CG right then and there, like, hey, I want to tell her right now. And they was like, nah. Yeah, they were like, no, why would you do that? And I was like, bruh, because
That's crazy.
I don't want this shit on my head. And they told me no. And then of
Okay.
course, I woke up to it later on.
I don't think y'all understand how much production had to play in everything that we did.
Right.
Yeah.
They shut us down to like disarm us, because when we first got to the house, they called house meeting and was like, hey, we don't get involved, like we're not that kind of production crew. But that was messy as hell. They definitely like played a part in how shit played.
They had people thinking that I forcefully wanted to be the last one in the house and I wanted to plan it. I didn't plan that stupid ass basketball day. Production played that stupid ass day. They made me do that loving basketball shit. I didn't want to do that shit. I'm a fucking Barbie. I don't want to do that shit.
Sammy Dave and Buster's.
The hell? I'm like, who? And now people think, oh, she's this person. No, I don't want to do that stupid shit. They did that. It'd be cute. You guys are both tall.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Hot ass
It
shit.
kind of work.
Jared, have you been able to free yourself from Charlie yet?
Maybe I was free after the first night.
No, that's
I'm
funny.
Fuck
done.
you.
That's crazy.
Well, asking the other villain, how did you feel about our?
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Same
it was
bullshit.
cool. I thought it was cool. Everybody's an adult.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't pressed about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't pressed about it. Shit, I'm still niggas still in the group chat. I can't be mad at him. Shit, like Jay said, you can't hate the player.
I say it all the time. You can't
hate
be
the player. Shit,
He just playing the game.
exactly.
That's why I told you can't be mad at Jared. What did he do wrong? He said that stuff. He went along with it. He kept it P. He having a good time. Why y'all mad at him? He being a man.
Tati, I want you to pull over. I don't like that you're doing this and driving.
He did the smart thing. Like, he got his bag. He enjoyed himself. I wish Clay would have did that. Because it's like, nigga, why are you trying to fucking go home? Like, let's get our fucking money and then we don't have to talk no more. Like, it's not that serious.
It pissed me off so bad when y'all went home.
Jared, you have a good question.
I was trying to have a good time.
You said I have a question?
Jared, I want to know how you give wise advice.
Oh, I thought I did something. I said, damn, I just tried to push a button to come back to StreamYard. It might have kicked them off. It might have kicked them off because, it'd be having time limit or whatnot.
No, they're still there.
I know exactly what to do. I just did not see.
They're still there? Why is it going on my screen? Let me see. That's crazy. Oh, it's trying to come back. Hold on.
Like think about it this way. All right, so if we would have went on the show, and like I said, I went on the show only thinking I had a secret. So if we would have went on the show and I would have told her and she wouldn't have had no secrets, y'all would have seen a completely different Jared. I'd have been down.
So you would have been trying to make it work?
Exactly, yeah. I would have had nothing to be upset about.
Okay.
And I would have felt like my whole time there, I would have had to have been like playing catch up. Like I had something to prove, you know what I mean? So I would have been completely different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have been like Clay said, but I would have been true to it. You know what I mean?
Okay, good. Because he wasn't all bad, y'all. But
Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, he was doing the right stuff, just at the wrong time.
Yeah. We could have had fun. Like, I don't know. My whole objective, I was thinking, like, I'm going to come. We're going to be booed up the whole time. Like, but this nigga just kept playing. It's like, why can't you just be cool?
Oh, someone she was on the show to be there. Jared, do you actually not want to be in a monogamous relationship, or do you feel like you just had to be that extreme for Charlie to get it?
Nah, it's just not. I'm not in a monogamous state in my life. Like I was, and I have phases, but just at this point in time, I'm not in a monogamy type of mind.
Gotta respect it.
I see a couple more gray hairs, I might slow down.
I'm so done.
Let me see. I honestly, listen to me. I don't think she actually wanted Cinco. I did not think that she did not want Ty, so she gave the other guys her attention because she did not want Ty. So
Yeah,
anybody but Ty can get her attention.
I think she was just bored.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because it was boring.
It was y'all. We didn't have
you and your man was not getting along, or y'all wasn't like. It was so boring. Like me and Brandon couldn't stand each other for a week, and I was bored. I was so bored.
Yeah.
I wish
So I
they
never
would have
got
let us
bored,
switch
but
up. They should have let us be single if we wanted to be single. Like, why we got to be together to be on the show? I would have been like, okay, bye, and then I would have been talking to Chris.
yeah.
Oh, that could have been fun.
That's my thing. That's my thing on that. She just was bored and
They
she
need to
was
change
drunk
that.
a
The
lot
show
too.
would be
And she
so
was
much
like,
better if we could switch people. Like, that would be so much better.
did y'all like Taronda? Taronda was there 2 times. Next,
I wasn't
Or
a
if
fan.
couples got
He
voted
was too
off, that would
bougie
have
for
been
me.
funny.
I couldn't say it. That's true. Did y'all wait? How many times did y'all see Taronda? I saw her twice, maybe 3 times. That's Taronda.
It's crazy they try to put her up for Emmy consideration. She ain't do nothing.
She didn't do a thing, y'all. The couple never the cast on taking all day to come out and just to leave. Bye,
Oh
Taronda.
my god,
Goodbye, Taronda.
I'm so
She was kind
done.
of
We from the
funny.
same
No
area.
shade,
Bye,
girl.
Taronda.
No shade, but it's true. Like,
Take the
we
shade if you
made
want
the
to,
show.
Taronda,
We
because she
brought
was
the
getting tougher.
drama.
She was getting tough for me a little bit. I ain't like her dynamic with me on when we was there anyway, so I really was never feeling Taronda.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah,
You
that's
be throwing
Taronda.
shade. Yeah. You be throwing shade.
You don't see it? Okay. Sorry, y'all. I got a family union going on.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna holler at y'all later.
all right, Mr. Yeah, here you go.
Y'all be
Thank you
safe.
for coming on, Jerry. You got to come on the podcast.
Yeah,
All
come on
right,
our
get me
pod.
on. Hey, my people hit your people. We will
Okay.
back.
Oh my god.
All right.
Once it's open. Okay.
I watch y'all every week.
My auntie said she watches us every week.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey.
Let me see. Ty was giving granddaddy vibes. Ty was very cool. They just wasn't they weren't for each other. Yeah.
I did not like Ty in the beginning because Ty came at me
He
like
came for
in the
you, yeah.
beginning.
No. Yeah, he came for
Yes,
Kiki
girl.
like the moment he
But
got
the
there.
men had like
Yeah.
a romance very early on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Ty was cool.
But I
He
like
just
Ty.
Ty
Ty is
just
cool.
wasn't they
I
just
know, I
wasn't
really like him
compatible.
now. But like
Yeah.
the first couple of days, I was like, Ty, what the fuck? Like you hate
He
me.
did. He came for your neck. I remember.
He
Like,
did?
Oh my god. Yeah, when we was at the table, remember like when BJ had walked off
I feel
because
like
he was
taking this.
mad about the drinking? Yeah,
Well,
it's hard.
I don't remember that.
Yes, you just take my phone charger.
Yeah, I'm coming right here. You're fine.
You might not have been there, Jay.
What is that?
You might not have been there at the table at the time. It was
why
me,
the
Brittany, and somebody else. Oh, and Alexis, right?
yeah. And he was just like, Ty was at my neck.
Oh yeah, he was. He came for you.
Alexis tried to come for you too. Remember at the end with the food?
She did, even on the reunion. Now that is one thing, but Alex always took up for the guys. Like I
I
like
did too though,
but she
but
was kind of male centered.
people said the same thing
But
about
I
me,
feel
but
like, huh?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't know.
I like Lex. I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I don't. But
Yeah,
it was just some things that rubbed me the wrong way. Like even at the reunion, what do you mean best friend? Like I wish I would have saw more of that conversation too, because
That's Kiki. Monty said, hey, Kiki.
who said that?
I wish just Lex would have like
LeBron
interacted
James.
with
Oh,
us
that's
more
right.
like on the show, because I feel like I didn't really get to know Lex that much while she was in the house. I feel like now I have a better sense of her personality after seeing like her posts and stuff like after the show. But she was almost never with us for real unless like she had to be or it was dinner time. So
That's very true.
No, that's why I can't say that I did because
Production didn't bother
us.
I think Kiki and Brandon, to be honest.
It was so when I tell, because I don't want to say that, but yeah, things just it was a lot, a lot, yes, because a lot of my I guess I can say this, a lot of my interviews where I'm going in on Brandon, it's because I was under the assumption that he was going in on me, and then I watch it back and he's like being sweet, and I'm like,
But you gotta understand, Kiki, that stuff was edited. So he could have been doing that to you, but they edited to make him look like the good guy. You gotta remember, all this bullshit y'all see is edited.
Because I was told, and I'm like, oh, I'm finna light his ass up. Whole time, I love Kiki. What?
no, he had
Brandon got so
Oh,
many.
and another thing I want to touch on, that scene where they was like, you wasn't touching him or whatever. Tati, do you remember? I went to sleep on Brandon. Like, I'm all in his lap and everything in that scene. And y'all back in, I'm like, they cut all of that out. And it's like, oh, she don't want to be touched.
That shit was fucking hilarious to me. Like, I'm like, the contrast was crazy the way they ended it. But we had a good time though. Like,
we did.
Yeah, I really am happy I got to meet like everybody, like all the cast and everything. It was way more good than that for sure.
Yeah, maybe I am a little bit of a villain.
You think so?
I mean, this was my outlook on it, because I'm like, if y'all have that much footage showing me being horrible, I'm like, I really had to step back and be like, well, damn.
But the same with me though. They said when Sika finally took me on my day, oh, Jay can finally be feminine. Like, yeah, like I was in the house doing push-ups and shit every fucking day.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yes,
like, what the fuck?
She did so much for Sika. Like, what y'all did see what she breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She served her man like she was the most submissive woman in the house. So
exactly.
Y'all think I'm a like, yeah, that she's manly.
So much to the point.
Exactly. Oh, he sick of her being so now he want to see her feminine. Like,
a fun fact about Jay, looking for the niggas all the time, and then I feel like once she started cooking for me, like once I realized that somebody was gonna cook for me if I just shut up, it became such a non-issue.
And y'all, when I say we had nice dinners, they didn't even show. We thought it was gonna be a lot of my cooking on the show, but it just made so like I cooked dinner every night. I'm like,
y'all, I did cook a couple times, but for like me and Brandon. But I feel like, why would you need to when there was Jay?
And I enjoyed it. That's why there's like, I was always in the kitchen.
If we're being honest, the day that I didn't come down there, Jay had already told me that she was gonna help out.
Yeah,
so
before
it
that
really
even
wasn't
happened, I'm like,
not helping.
Exactly. I was literally said I would help. I ain't got nothing else to do.
And I had a real medical emergency.
Oh, they didn't even show that.
My favorite.
They did.
I used to love that. Like, so good, so good. But yeah, Jay was a great cook. She kept us fed.
She did. Amazing.
And then that plate that everybody was talking about, my little mountain of food, Jay cooked that, the flatbread, when I was like,
yeah.
over breakfast.
Wait, what else we gotta pick? What else we gotta touch on? We don't want to say too much.
Like when Urban had gave Alicia like the tea and like did they show that part?
They did, but like, oh, that's a good hot. He started bringing tea, and we was like, "Where my tea?"
We was like, "Oh, that's a good man, Alicia." Like everybody was so blown away by that, and then it was Jay's idea.
Just tea.
Man,
that was so funny.
Wait, Kiki, there you go. People, you are a sweet anti-hero. You weren't a villain, but I think people were looking for you to be more accountable. What do you think about that?
Oh, thanks. Because y'all, when I tell y'all, I have been so distraught. Because I'm like, how did I become the villain? What?
Take on
I got ADHD real bad. It, like a squirrel to a nut. I don't know what was the question?
Y'all didn't have drama like season 1. Because we was chilling. I know they put all the drama stuff in the show, but 9 times out of 10 during that whole shooting, we were chilling. We wasn't all that. We wasn't doing all that every day. We was chilling, y'all. We was giggling, playing spades, playing pool.
Y'all, I wish I would have saw how well everybody got along. Like
exactly, it was not that.
The personalities in the house were like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was some funny people. It was just so many. It was fun. I would do it again, but
I would go as a single. Let me be fucking single. I would do a show, but I do not want to be attached to nobody. Like, let me roam and like pick who I want and switch up if a nigga switch up on me. Like, that's what I would want. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be attached to nobody.
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, about the accountability thing. Like I said, watching the show back, it was some things that I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong here. But a lot of stuff, like I said, if y'all would have saw more, a lot of stuff I don't think I was wrong. And if I would have been able to tell my secret earlier, I definitely would have. because I still don't think it was a big deal. Like, it's 4 years we never met. Like, it didn't become real to me until I could touch him. Once he became real, once I touched him, I was like, hold on. Hey. Hello. No.
Mom on Facebook. It says JD said the fragrance I actually do.
What?
It was they talking about that fragrance. Yeah, I still got it. It was actually a nice date, y'all. Guys, so much stuff I can't wait to talk about when we do our podcast. I'm not gonna say too much on this live because I know I want y'all to really wow.
Oh yeah, let me know if I'm talking too much because I
need y'all to subscribe to that YouTube channel though, and follow our Instagram page. Let me put it in the chat.
When you guys, I'm driving. Yeah, I was gonna say put it in the chat so people can see it.
Is it underscore y'all?
I think
it's underscore 2 sugars 1 shot.
Is it? It's a shame we don't know.
What is it? It's just regular.
Is it? Let me see.
I think it's just regular 2 sugars 1 shot.
I hope so. Damn. Okay, yeah, okay. Y'all, that's the thing. 2 sugars, 1 shot. Please go ahead and like it.
Yeah, pin that comment.
So the videos are coming. I want y'all to send DMs to the 2 sugars, 1 shot or our pages. We answering questions. I think our first video.
Yeah. And y'all, it is so much that we could, like, I promise, y'all won't be bored, because it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You put 8 people in one house and take away all of their electronic entertainment, a lot happens.
When people stop being polite and start getting real in this bitch.
I promise you. And it was
like, we could do a whole nother show with just B-roll.
Yeah. They need to put those. I hope they do some. They even didn't even show some of the behind the scenes stuff they showed us on the reunion. Like, it's so much they have in the vault. I want that footage because it's funny.
Funny as hell.
Well, y'all.
On the show.
I don't know why it reverted, but they're still on.
Only because I wish they would have shown more of the dynamic of the house because we have out.
I thought we were talking about our experience. I didn't know we were talking about the show itself.
Drew, go suck a dick. Next.
What did Drew say?
Yeah.
Because I had Winnie in like this. I had Winnie in close. He said between Dre lips and tongue, I can't follow what y'all saying. Well, clean your ears out.
I'll give our season an 8 out of 10. I feel like it was fun. There was a lot of it was fun. We had good times. We had good storylines. We had the people like wrapped up.
Yeah. We did all our big ones. We did that thing. We did our bam, bam. It was an 8 out of 10. Damn it, it was only 2 seasons of this shit. The fuck.
Lex just joined their the chat.
Do not. Okay, well, at this point, y'all go follow them so you can watch it. Okay, because
Jay Binda, RJ Binda.
Yeah, that today drained me.
Yes, I need that meme right now. Drained me. Because y'all still ain't answering nothing. Y'all want somebody to subscribe to the channel, and I'm not about to be fooled by another Kenya Moore. I am not about to do it.
Jay, no Kenya Moore slander, please.
To do it. I am not.
How is that slander?
Okay. I'm not subscribing to nobody's channel for no. That is Kenya Moore truth. You're gonna have everybody come to your channel, so subscribe to your channel where you're gonna tell it all and you told nothing.
She been dropping stuff, Jay. I'm loving her YouTube channel.
I'm subscribed to Kenya.
Barbie.
She looks so pretty. I just like looking at it.
Very beautiful woman. When it came to that, no. Okay, Sean, to hell what you said, because she told us that she was gonna drop some stuff on Brit and all this thing at a certain time, and guess what? That time came and went and gone, and stuff ain't been dropped. Okay, what's been dropped?
Nothing about dropping nothing on Brit. She never said that. She said information will be revealed.
Watching her channel at all, then you must not been watching.
I have ever since inception. From her. Every video, every second, and twice on Sunday.
Wow.
You just missed a few, because she sure enough said that she was gonna sit here and reveal some stuff on her channel that never got revealed. She sat there and put some audio up where we're not sure where this audio was recorded, okay, of a police call. Oh, nothing for that, huh?
Is there anything that's left to say about Brit?
From the start of the live, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
My internet is blocking any nonsense. You're lucky my internet is blocking any nonsense you're trying to say with me right now.
I didn't say. I'm not even saying anything. I said you can have your opinion.
Exactly. My internet is blocking it. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My internet is blocking whatever you say.
I'm wearing your favorite color, though.
No, I can't tell. You got terrible lighting.
Ooh.
Oh, my.
It's rough.
That look like a dark
gray. They're having a podcast about what? What is their podcast about?
Let me see if I can fix my lighting for you, okay?
I do like a slate gray. A lemon drop. That's what it's about. A lemon drop martini. 2 sugars and a shot. That's what I'm getting from it. Let me take my stuff on. Let me switch. Shine your light didn't help at all. It looks like a slate gray, though. I do like me a nice slate gray.
It's green. It's olive green, JJ.
Yeah, it's looking slate gray from this angle. Don't worry, because mine ain't looking the green that it is, because I got a military green.
It's actually similar. It's almost a very similar color. Yours is probably a couple shades lighter than mine.
Yeah, mine's definitely like a military green.
I don't want to be loved for my beauty. I said I love Kenya more for her beauty.
You don't want to be a pretty face, Sean?
No, I'm like, Chris, don't just love me for my face, for my looks, and then what's going to happen after you get what you want? Then you're going to toss me aside. I don't want to be tossed aside. I'm older now. I'm wiser now. I want to be loved for me.
They sent you a copy of the script.
So much better.
Alexis is clearing up that she did mean that best friend thing for Charlie, and they cut and spliced it to make it sound like Kiki.
I thought it was for Charlie. You see how I was confused? I thought it was for Charlie, but then my thing cut and sliced it when I was trying to listen to it. So there's that. My internet cousins.
I thought it was for both of them.
She said she and Chris went last in the whole day.
What does that mean?
They spliced and diced it up and rearranged who went where.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Every time they say that, it just doesn't matter. My opinion is still the same as it was before they spliced and diced it.
Okay. I'm still here though. All right, cool.
Yay! Clay Bossier just joined them. He about to get beat up in the chat.
Well, Elle said you can stream it to the thing because I'm about to finish getting ready.
I can't. I got to go.
Get out of here. You can stream it to here.
No, I got to.
You know how to do it?
No, but I've got to go too.
Yeah, I can't continue to listen to these lives.
Yeah.
Jay can't hear nothing you're saying, Elsa.
Because now we got Clay. Tati wouldn't let Brandon on.
Not a thing.
I heard her. She said she got to go.
Oh.
How you said I can't hear her? She said she got to go.
Because you didn't acknowledge it.
I did. I said I'm not listening to their lives anymore. She said she ain't either. What more acknowledgement you want to give, Sean? See, now you're trying to start.
He don't want to be. He don't want to be involved in the fight, Jay. But he certainly wants to be the match that starts the fire. That's it. That's it.
I'm just gonna do like
this has been an eventful evening.
Just sit here and just look pretty.
Close us out, Elsie. Close us out.
Well, we had a wonderful, wonderful evening. People are in relationships, but we really don't feel like they're happy even though they say they're happy. What else did we learn? That stay out the business. That is a good one. How unfortunate is another good one. So even though Alicia had very little time, she had a lot to say that resonated with us. But all we realized from the live of IG was that they're playing games. They're here for a check. They're here for a check and just have fun and stay on camera and then have a podcast later, which we wish them all well in their love, in meeting whoever is in their future. But we are getting off this roller coaster. So, hey, there's no more meeting of the never ever met. They have met and they have not conquered. But we thank you all for being here with us on Fridays. And of course, make sure the notification bell is on, because just because the never ever met ain't on doesn't mean the cousins aren't going to get together on a Friday. So thank you all for being with us. Like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels. Rhonda, where can the people find you?
Well, so that I'm not on mute, you can find me Monday nights at 8:00 to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's kind of up in the air now. The never ever mets are gone, and I guess I'll just be talking about whatever moves me somewhere on the YouTube space.
Sean, where can the people find you?
Sure, they can find me on at Sean Davis on IG, and also my YouTube channel, which is under construction, Sean Unfiltered. And every Wednesday, I'm on Little Black Books channel, and we do the most hilarious review of A Love Mountain, Pop the Balloon. So check us out. I think we got 2 videos up already on Kojo's channel. So.
You can find me at LSID932. Yes, Sean A. Stokes. Yes, I do Somebody's Son recap and review on Tuesdays on my channel, and along with other shows that you may find interesting. So I also am here with another round on Fridays, and I also do Alone, a survival show. That is released videos on Saturdays, and I have some other things on my channel as well. But thank you all. Jay, did you want to say bye to the people, or is it just outie?
Bye to the people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where to find me. I'll be back here. I don't know if my signal is up to par or not, because it's been a little delayed from everybody else, but hopefully y'all hear me. Appreciate y'all being here with us. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. Tell us if you liked the reunion or not. Was it a waste of your time like it was mine? Ha. Or, you got anything out of it, Until then, until the next time and in between time, y'all stay safe out in these streets, and then, have another round on me. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.